We just talk entertainment. Share and subscribe.
Hey guys, welcome to Entertainment Talk Nation. This is Rob. This video we're going to discuss and somewhat review the Fantastic Four trailer from the other day. And first of all, let me say, look, I know there's a lot of people already writing off this movie, and I understand. I get it. You know, I understand that the movie, the first Fantastic Four, was very poor. The second one, while the Silver Surfer looked great, was still very poor, especially what they did to Galactus, making him look like a big purple fart cloud. So I get it. I'm not a fan of the first two movies either. Okay. With that said, I also understand that sometimes studios know when they do something wrong, and Fox seems to be turning a new leaf when it comes to the rights to their Marvel characters that they have. I thought they did a good job with X-Men Days of Future Past, basically writing off The Last Stand. I thought that was a good move. And I think they're taking this Fantastic Four a little bit more seriously. I know there's rumors about all the stuff going on set, this and that, but those are just rumors. We do not have any conclusive evidence of what is or isn't going on. With that said, this trailer, I thought was good. I thought it was a good trailer. It definitely caught my interest. Obviously, they're taking this a little bit more seriously. Obviously, they're going with a younger cast, and you know, I can't sit here and judge. I'm not. You know, I have the Fantastic Four is a very interesting superhero team because they don't belong to me. They don't even belong to any of you guys out there that are younger. This superhero team, while it's still around, a lot of its success and a lot of its popularity came back in the 50s and the 60s and that time. And they were, at one point, the flagship for Marvel. They really were. And it's unfortunate that so far, they have not had success on the silver screen. And I think it's sad. I think it's sad that they haven't. I think that I would love to see them succeed. And I think from what I see so far, I think they're aiming for that. They're aiming to make this team succeed. And, you know, you can't tell much from a 2-minute trailer. I get it. But on the flip side of that, because you can't tell much, I can't sit here and say the movie's going to be bad. I can't. It just wouldn't be fair, you know? And as we look at the pictures, you know, and obviously you see me flashing them here, and, you know, we see shots of the Human Torch. I like the way the Thing looks. I think the Thing looks much better than he did in the first movie, or the first pair of movies. You know, there's an interesting scene there, and, you know, it depends how I formulate these pictures as I'm talking, because I'm doing the recording now. But you'll see me put up a picture, if I haven't already, of what looks like Johnny Storm and Sue Storm either showing off their powers to each other, or actually fighting, or maybe training each other. I don't know. And you know what? I'm going to pull it up here regardless of whether I showed it or not already. I'm going to pull it up. And there it is. And you can see closely, you can see like Johnny Storm's head, and you can see Sue Storm behind her shield. You know, and obviously we see pictures of Dr. Doom, them going in these capsules, and probably a new take on the accident, which gives them all their powers, you know, and very little is known. You know, there's a rumor that it's supposed to be based on cyber terrorism, and that's what Von Doom is doing. And quite honestly, that to me makes a good amount of sense. I mean, that's a lot of what we deal with now. I mean, you talk about Lizard Squad and stuff like that. There's a lot of cyber terrorism going on. Unfortunately, it could only get worse if it's not taken care of soon. And just because he's going to be like a cyber terrorism doesn't mean he's going to be a blogger, which is the big joke going around. There's a lot of power someone can gain from controlling the internet or controlling other people's servers and stuff like that. It's the kind of power you can gain without even putting yourself in physical risk, which is quite extraordinary when you think about it. And who better to pull something off like that than Victor Von Doom? You know, and the fact that they're not showing him very much, I mean, they did show glimpses of him. As you can see the pictures I'm flashing, there was one of him in the spacesuit. There's one of him crawling after the accident, but there's very little of him. And I don't think you're going to get the corny kind of suit that he wore in the first Fantastic Four. I think you'll get something a little bit more intimidating, I'm hoping for. But again, it was a trailer that, while interesting, did not show very much. You know, you got to see the team. You know, you got to see Reed Richards, you got to see Ben Grimm, you got to see Johnny and Sue, you got to see a little bit of Dr. Doom, and then some other things going on. And, you know, and then you got to see them together at the end, standing and looking at this beam of light and what looks like a plane there, which is very, very interesting. But I have hope for this movie. I'm definitely going to check it out. The first trailer, it's like any teaser, you know, they don't give you enough to get super excited about, but they don't give you little to the point where you're like, I just don't know what's going on. I thought It was an interesting narrative. I thought it was some pretty cool scenes. And I think they're trying to set the tone and send a message that this is going to be a more serious, a more darker Fantastic Four. The dark theme seems to be the big thing now. Everybody seems to be doing it, and that's not a bad thing. Dark and gritty can be very fun sometimes. So it'll be interesting. I think people should give it a shot. I think a lot of the people out there who are already calling bad are just jumping on a bandwagon because everyone else is doing it. And to be quite honest, I'm willing to bet that half the people who think this movie's going to suck know nothing about the Fantastic Four. Look, I'm not a Fantastic Four fan. I'm not. I know of them, and I have an appreciation for them because of what I learned about them through my father. My father was obviously, as you guys, I've spoken about him before, he was a big comic book collector when he was a kid. And Avengers, Captain America, and Fantastic Four were amongst some of his favorite. And I learned a lot about the Fantastic Four through my father and their importance to Marvel during the time that they were pretty much a top dog. And so it would be nice to see one of the best superhero teams in the Marvel history of comic books be successful on screen. And I'm hoping this movie works out good. I'm hoping people give it a shot. I'm hoping it delivers. But, again, at the same time, I'm not holding my breath. We've tried this before with the reboots. Spider-Man wasn't very successful. So we'll see how this works out. But I like what I see so far. I got to be honest. I do like what I see. And it's all going to come down to when the movie comes out and all the pieces are put together as to whether or not this is going to deliver on what they want. And if it's going to shut up most of the people who are already calling bad on the movie before even seeing it. But we'll see what happens. Overall, I thought the trailer was good. But again, average good. It didn't show a lot. It didn't show a little. It showed enough to pique my interest. Maybe, intrigue would be a good word, but we'll have to see what happens. We're bound to get more trailers between now and the time the movie comes out. And the more we see, the more we'll get an idea of what we can expect. Anyway, guys, that's it for this video. This is Rob signing off for ETN, where we don't do news, we just talk entertainment. Take it easy.
Thank you for watching ETN. Don't forget to comment, share, and subscribe. Join the nation's Facebook page to meet other subscribers or visit ETN's Facebook page and Twitter page. Links for all are in the description. You're watching ETN, where we don't do news, we just talk entertainment. Share and subscribe.
Hey guys, welcome to Entertainment Talk Nation. This is Rob. This video we're going to discuss and somewhat review the Fantastic Four trailer from the other day. And first of all, let me say, look, I know there's a lot of people already writing off this movie, and I understand. I get it. I understand that the first Fantastic Four was very poor. The second one, while the Silver Surfer looked great, was still very poor, especially what they did to Galactus, making him look like a big purple fart cloud. So I get it. I'm not a fan of the first two movies either. Okay. With that said, I also understand that sometimes studios know when they do something wrong, and Fox seems to be turning a new leaf when it comes to the rights to their Marvel characters that they have. I thought they did a good job with X-Men Days of Future Past, basically writing off The Last Stand. I thought that was a good move. And I think